All right, so red pill. We'll start with that. Actually, we could actually go into the who, what, when, where, whys of it. So, who's red pill? What's red pill? That's pretty much the alpha men. They call themselves alpha men, or they could just genuinely be an alpha male and then just kind of pretty much just behave in that type of pattern. These are people usually they put themselves first, they put their beliefs first or their purpose first, and they're hard workers and they want to try to achieve like a nice high standard, but also it's more so focused on self improvement so you can get like higher up, and it's also becoming aware of what we might say like realistic relationships or female nature or just man nature, like accepting for what you as a man and your desires are, or even also what females or women want as and what males want too also. So to break it down from that, usually these are people that are they're not gonna believe in like the settling down or the monogamy because they want to pretty much, like animal kingdoms. You got the alpha lion or the alpha wolf. They have plenty of mates, and you can go back in history and see this is existed in plenty of examples, like with kings and stuff. To be one king, multiple women, and the idea of this evolution was so that you get strong genes, or and it also speaks to like how many women might be driven towards like they want to be with like a protector, a provider. So the DNA kind of backs this all up. As we grow up and then we get a little bit older and or get a little bit more evolved, I guess, over time with society, we can sometimes these practices are still in place, but a lot of times we see where it's more so people are maybe pushing more forward towards like the blue pill. So it's like get a family, settle down, happy, happy life, happy wife, and all that stuff like that. But there are still people that are really hardcore on the red pill, and it kind of so I want to go into why people go into red pill. Some people they don't want to commit. They might have a fear of commitment or just a lack of desire for commitment. So they want to be that single alpha male running the doing what they do and everything. And also it's just about bettering yourself, making sure that you're top dog at the workplace, top dog at the gym. You want to make yourself the best version of yourself at all times. So you're constantly focusing on yourself, and then with that will come people will gravitate towards you. And then when you have like an abundance of people gravitating towards you, then you can kind of be a little over selective or picky and choosy about who you will or who will you not allow in your circle. So just a couple of notes that I scribbled down here. Why bit also, um, and the reason why I can see a lot of people do go into red pill because a lot of this and from the toxic part that I see comes from a lot of men. We all have a story like we fell in love at 4 years old, and the we all fell in love at 4 years old, and that didn't work out, so we got heartbroken. And it depends on how you manage that heartbroken. Some people will go into this overly toxic red pill, like I'm just gonna be the best person myself, and I'm gonna treat women like objects, and I'm gonna have options, and blah blah blah. And the people that do that and can pull that off, that's kudos to you. There are a lot of people now that I feel like that are trying to do that, and then it's not working out for them. And then there's people that want to do that because they're afraid of being heartbroken or being hurt in the past. And everybody kind of goes through a version of that in life. So the song that popped in my head was that Mike Jones, back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all on me. So if anybody's gone through a phase of that, it will kind of warp your mind into thinking, you know what, now that I've kind of been wronged in the past, or so I feel, then now I'm going to treat other people like I was treated in the past. So that's where I see a lot of the red pillness come from. Now, if you're a red pill and you're just healthy, doing your own thing, being the best version of yourself, that's great. But to the toxic part of the red pill, where you're just yelling and barking, and then or you're yelling at other men, and you're calling everybody beta male. Oh, you don't want to do this, you're beta. You want to do this, you're beta. And calling women. Once you get to that point where you're just an asshole, then that's where you kind of rub people wrong a lot of the ways of that. Uh, Now, this can work sometimes. This can definitely work in situations. Now, for those men that are for the red pill men, this works as if you interact with women that are okay with like red pill stuff. So you might have women that, and these are usually women that will chase status, like they want to date the big dog, they want to date the top person or whatever. They want that social status, or they want the most money to have this, great abundance lifestyle of luxury, this and all that stuff. So now some women will, and there's pros and cons of being with red pill type people. But they will deal with the cons because the pros, like the social status, the monetary items. So those women would like that. So for the red pills, you got to find those women that like that. Where I say the toxicity comes in is where we see a lot of wannabe red pill people are kind of like bullying or bashing or trying to force women to take this acceptance of a red pill kind of man, because every man cannot be red pill and every woman cannot be a match for a red pill, and every woman don't want to deal with red pillness or whatever. So but that's it for that. We're gonna go on to the blue pill.